No one's heard of net neutrality in this
Okay,
group of engineers and CS majors. Really?
I
Alone?
mean, I've heard of it. Yeah, I've like looked up on it. I just don't have enough information to
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to
contribute
talk
too
about it.
much. Yeah,
Jake?
like
I'm assuming Jake's gone.
No, I'm gone. I'm here.
Yeah,
He's
Jake
here.
may disappear for like
Oh,
10
the
minutes
whole
during the
leaving
show.
at 3:15 thing, that was a lie.
Okay.
I
Oh
said
man,
that
he
at,
got
I
us.
said that at 3:15.
He really
So,
got us.
yeah.
well,
All
according to
right.
Mike,
So, what is the very basic understand? Have you heard of net neutrality before?
Alright, save it for the show.
Yeah.
When's the show?
Now.
We'll start whenever we feel like starting.
Yeah, now generally what happens is with the extra segment, it's just like one of us goes on a rant.
Yeah.
Like Daniel was like, blah, 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 there's this movie, blah, 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 and then
You
Alok
guys should
is
see the
just
movie.
saying a bunch of like stupid computer science shit.
hey, it's
That
not
part is-
stupid. It's amazing.
Okay.
We'll chime in if we need to, but you know, you're our big talent this week, Hyatt. So we don't want to overshadow you.
True.
There's been people asking about you in the comments, so.
Yes,
Lies.
exactly.
And they don't even know who you are.
Uh,
They didn't even know they were asking about you, but they still asked for you. Welcome everyone to the 5th episode of the Fantasy and Friends show. I am Daniel, one of your hosts, and we return Alok
What's up?
and Jake.
What's up?
And this week we have a special guest with us, Hyatt.
hello.
Hyatt, why don't you give us a sneak peek of what you're going to talk about in the second half?
Net neutrality, how it concerns you, what it actually is, and why ultimately Comcast is still evil company.
All right, so that's great. We're going to get into some fantasy baseball. If you want to chime in, feel free. But otherwise, you can kind of consolidate your thoughts for the second half. We'll get to that later. But first, we're going to start off by talking about inconsistent pitchers this year. There's lots of guys that you can throw in this boat. Jose Quintana, Rick Porcello, Kevin Gausman, Jacob deGrom, but one guy, Alok's favorite pitcher, Julio Teheran, has been...
And my actual favorite pitcher, by the way.
And Jake's
I'd just
actual
like to point that out.
favorite pitcher gave up
Let's see
7
if
runs to Cincinnati earlier this week. What's wrong with him?
I mean, I think a pretty clear thing is his walk rate's like about 2 more walks a game. So he's having a lot of control issues, and then his strikeout rate is also like it's down a strikeout from last year. His strikeout rate, besides, I mean, his first 2 seasons technically, where he only played 7 games, it's the lowest it's been, and then his walk rate's the highest it's been. So overall, it seems like he's having a lot of control issues this year. It seems.
Also, his home run rate
Yeah,
is
it's-
up, and that's never been a strong suit, but it's higher this year.
And it's also, I mean, home road splits get a lot of noise around them, and they're not always the biggest thing ever. But right now, I mean, he's got his
Yeah,
ho-
home
his
is-
road ERA is 2.95. He's got a 6.6 strikeout per 9, which is not great, but his home ERA or his home strikeout per 9 is 8.40. No, wait, I'm reading that. That's his ERA, and his strikeout per 9 is 7.2. So he's actually striking out more guys at home, but he's given up 28 earned runs in 30 innings at home.
could be the.
Is it
I'm
the
not
new
sure if it's-
field? Yeah,
I mean, I was about to say, yeah.
I don't think it
I
is
mean-
because like all the other Atlanta pitchers don't really show this, do they?
I haven't looked into whether like. I mean, Bartolo Colon's also
Okay,
doing
Bartolo
worse this
Colon,
year.
well, but he's just not good.
He's also old, but he's doing a lot worse this year than he has in years past.
Yeah, well, that's because he doesn't stay with the team in hotels. He stays in the retirement home down the street. I mean, yeah, Fultonevich is
Fultonevich is
stats aren't
fine.
I don't know. It's worrisome. I don't think I can drop him yet, but he's just inconsistent because, I mean, I guess you use him on the road, but
Sure, but I mean,
are you using him tomorrow against the Mets at home?
at home
Against
against
the
the
Mets.
Mets.
Mets hit.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think I would be leaning against that. I mean, he's also just, yeah, I don't think I would start him against the Mets. I'm considering dropping him because, I mean, sure, he does well on the road, but I don't know if that's worth keeping him full time given how he does at home. So I don't plan on using him against the Mets tomorrow.
Sounds like you want to drop him.
Yeah, I mean, like, sure, he does well on the road, but given how he does at home, I don't think that would be worth a roster spot full time. Maybe that's a streaming option, but considering him and considering substituting him with someone more consistent, but
Yeah, like Randall
This year-
Delgado. Okay.
that was the spot start.
So we'd be remiss without talking about baseball's first no-hitter this week or this year. Edinson Volquez. I know this is Jake's favorite pitcher.
Is it?
It is.
Jake, are you picking him up?
No. No, wait, why is it my favorite pitcher?
I don't know. They're all your favorites.
No,
His
just
last name's
Teheran.
Yeah, it's Teheran.
Well, if you think about it, Volquez and Teheran, they have a lot of similar attributes. Like, they are both pitchers.
I mean, so Volquez, yeah, he threw the no-hitter, and it was out of nowhere, but he's actually been better than you think. I mean, he's given up more than 3 earned runs, just once since April 19th.
I mean, sure, but I don't think I would pick him up. I mean, if we look at his home road splits too, he has a 5 ERA away, and then his walk rate's also above 4.
Well, yeah, he's going to walk
Like-
guys.
What was that?
Yeah, but he's gotten better at walks.
No, he's gotten worse at walks. His walk
No,
rate's
I mean,
4.82.
just throughout this year. So here are his walk numbers. Okay, so April 14th, 4 walks, then 4 walks, then 4 walks, then 8 walks. And then suddenly, on the May 13th, it's now 2 walks, 3 walks, 2 walks, 2 walks, 2 walks. So,
Huh.
and those are in more innings than the previous ones. So his walk rate, he cut his walk rate in half, basically, in the past month.
I mean, I'm seeing that his walk rate in May is still 5.4.
All right, yeah. Wait, per 9, right?
Per night, yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, he has a stretch of 5 games where he has a fair number of walks, I guess. But I guess that 5.4 comes from that 8 walk outing.
Yeah, that's gonna.
I mean, he's doing better lately, but I still don't know if I want to pick him up because strikeouts is also. If you look at that same time frame, it's never been more than 5 a game.
All right, actually, Jake's favorite player
Besides-
is Cole Calhoun.
No, my favorite player is Julio Teheran.
That's-
Yeah, I'm gonna
Favorite
keep
hitter.
saying that. If you're gonna keep saying that, yeah, my favorite player is Cole Calhoun. That's fine. What do you
who's-
want me to pick him up?
Who's basically, I'm not telling you to pick up any of these guys. Do whatever you want. But he's basically trying to be Mike Trout now. He's hitting a home run every other day. He's got a hit in
Yeah.
nearly every game in the past week or so. Are you going to pick him up?
No, I don't think so. Seems like a hot streak to me.
He's a streaky player.
Yes, he has always been a streaky player. I'm not picking him up.
But I mean, if you're a guy who's got like Aaron Altera on your team, it really just isn't that good.
Altera's pretty decent. I mean, in all honesty, I know I'm
I'm not
biased.
singling anyone out.
Philly's biased.
Just saying, if you're a team that needs outfield, I feel like
I have Cole Calhoun on my negative team.
He could help you
Just
out.
gonna say that.
That's interesting.
He's like ranked 1 in that league, I think.
Is he?
Yeah.
So he is your favorite player
He is very good.
at being bad.
He has a. How is that possible? How does he have a 259 BABIP this year? That's horrible.
Is he hitting a lot of fly balls?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
No, it seems.
It's actually no, it isn't. It's lower. It's lower than last year.
Oh, okay. I'm
Yeah.
pulling up. I'm got Wi-Fi problems as usual. I'm recording in a different room. Okay, yeah. Guess the Angels cleanup hitter last night, or today. Sorry. Who's batting cleanup for the Angels right now? Hey, yeah, guess. Although don't look it up.
That's
What?
me actually. I'm the one typing.
Wait,
Let's see.
wait, did you ask something?
Yeah, who's batting cleanup for the Angels right
Oh,
now?
I thought you
Today.
said Cole
I'll
Calhoun.
give you options, okay?
Ricky Nolasco.
Not close. Hey, I'll give you three options. You have three options: Albert
Okay.
Pujols, Yunel Escobar, or C.J. Cron.
Huh. Well, with the Mike Trout injury, I'm guessing it's not Pujols. They probably should beef him up.
I mean, I'll go with CJ Crone.
Yeah, it's actually
Yeah, I
Yunel
guess.
Escobar, who's
Oh.
got a better slugging percentage than all of them.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that team is streaming against the Angels. Anyway, let's move on. We're quickly getting through these though. We started late. Okay. Yeah. Last year's Cy Young winner Rick Porcello. Do you use him? I believe tomorrow. No.
Against?
Well, actually, never mind. We'll talk about last night's fireworks against the Yankees. 5 earned runs, two home runs. I mean, Alok, you're giddy about this.
Yeah, that was good.
Could you have predicted that
Porcello.
CC Sabathia would throw the 8 shutout innings, and Rick Porcello would give up 5 earned runs?
No. Sabathia's been having a pretty lucky streak lately, but I don't think I would have predicted 8 shutout innings. I think I remember seeing somewhere that was the first time he did it against the Red Sox, even like when he played against them in his Cy Young years. He didn't even go 8 innings shutout. And now he just does it when he's, 36? So I don't think I would have predicted that at all.
Should I not have dropped him? I think I probably
no.
shouldn't have dropped him. He's better than like my entire pitching staff combined.
Probably.
Yeah. Anyway.
I mean, you better move Aaron Altair into your relief pitcher spot, but he's interesting. Rick Porcello does concern me a bit.
By the way, Aaron Altair is hitting 294 with 9 home runs. So, just saying.
All right.
That's pretty solid. 31 RBI. He's like the only Philly that ever hits the ball.
Well,
So-
actually, Odubel Herrera is hitting it right now.
Yeah, Odubel Herrera has like a 5-game double streak or something like that.
Yeah, no, I realize he's no Young Jervis Solarte, but yeah.
He's the first player in Philly's history to have 2 doubles in 3 consecutive games.
Herrera.
Yep.
Actually,
Did it the other day.
he's gone 5 games with like 11 extra base hits and no
Yeah, I know.
singles.
It's ridiculous.
That's hard to
And he's
do.
a dick, though. I'm never picking him up. Sorry, it's a family show, but he's a dick.
I honestly don't think any families are like sitting around like the fireplace and listening to this show.
We might have to censor that.
Yeah, we'll put that in like the title. Okay. Hot hitter Bradley Zimmer, who is the Indians prospect, doesn't have a full-time job, so that may make you skeptical to pick him up, but he's hitting a home run every other day now.
I mean, we can't talk. I mean, we don't have full-time jobs either, so...
It's true.
Yeah, that's true. We're all unemployed, but yeah, it's hard to pick him up because you don't know when he's going to play. He's a left. He looks like he's just in a platoon right now, uh,
Yeah,
and that
I mean
doesn't
he's
seem to
hit
be
a
getting any
home.
better either with Lonnie Chisenhall coming back because they both bat left. So
Yeah, I don't know if I would pick him up. It feels like it could be a hot streak. Like he's hit a home run every day, but or every other day, but it was against like Colorado in Colorado, and then against Kansas City. So it's like he played some weak teams in that streak. I don't know if I would pick him up.
okay, last guy, Domingo Santana, who another guy hitting a home run every other day. Uh, but when is it time to start buying in on him?
Well, he has been hitting a lot of home runs
Yeah, so the
lately.
past 15 days, he has 13 runs, 14 RBI, stolen base, 6 home runs, 2 doubles, 9 singles.
Hmm. Yeah, he's slugging 500. He has an ISO of 221.
Now, the obvious concern here is he's still striking out a lot.
Yeah, 27.1%.
It's too much, at least, for points leagues where there's heavy penalties on strikeouts. So I don't think he's going to hit 270. He could probably hit like 250. But he's hitting well now, so like I said, if you're running around with, I don't know, Ben Zobrist on your in the outfield, then you may want to consider. So
Ben Zobrist is
today
a
is Rip on Jake's
quality.
team day.
Every day is Rip on
Alright,
Jake's team day in real life, not on the
I mean,
podcast.
we
Yeah.
can't exactly rip on Jake's team because we drafted it.
That's true. I didn't draft Aaron Altair, so
That's
And Aaron Altair is one of my higher scorers, I would like to point out.
well, let's
Better
check
than
your active
Zobrist, for sure.
stats. So
I don't like active stats.
that
I don't like
literally
that.
tells you who your highest scores are,
That's
and he's
not-
literally
that's-
second from the bottom.
That's beside the point.
Can you guess who's the worst one?
Ben Zobrist.
Is it?
It's someone
I don't
we've
know.
mentioned on the show today.
Solarte.
No,
Wait, CC? No, it can't be CC.
no, batters. Sorry, batters.
I don't know who would be lower than Altair. I've
Cole
had
Calhoun.
You had him this
He
year?
had him for 7 games.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, exactly. All right,
Yeah, I
so
didn't know you had him.
Did you guys
Let's-
draft him?
I don't think so.
I
remember
don't
that.
think I picked him up.
Well, you can check your transaction log.
Um,
All right, well,
right,
Jake
but
does
for the
that.
record, I've had Altair for I don't know how long, a few
25
weeks.
games.
Right.
Yeah. Actually, it tells you literally how many games.
Shh.
All right, so matches for next week. While Jake looks that up and considers the meaning of his roster, I have 3 starters this weekend who, it's 3 streaming options. You have Jesse Hahn at Tampa Bay, Dinelson Lamet versus Kansas City, and then Seth Lugo making his season debut at Atlanta. Alok, which one of those kind of stands out?
Well, at first glance,
Oh,
while I look up their stats, given the fact that Tampa Bay is bad,
they're
and
actually not.
just-
They actually really hit righties really well.
do they?
Yeah, they're actually like top 5 in runs against righties.
MLB team hitting stats.
Hold on. Oh, they're in the middle of the pack. Against right-handed
Versus-
hitters. Looks like they're at 16. In the month of May, Tampa Bay was 5th in runs.
Huh.
So, what do you got?
Well, that changes that opinion. No, they're still, they're middle of the pack, I guess. Yeah, but.
There's a lot of left-handed hitters there. You got Kevin Kiermaier, Corey Dickerson.
Yeah, it's true.
Evan Longoria doesn't really care who's pitching. There's a lot of. They hit righties.
Yeah,
That's my
yeah, versus
only. I think he's probably the best pitcher of
yeah.
these three. Well, maybe not. I mean, Nelson Lamet.
Well,
I might go with Nelson Lamet there.
then
And Jake has
else,
no idea who that is, but he's basic.
right?
He's the San Diego pitcher who had 8 strikeouts against the Mets and 8 strikeouts against the Cubs, both in 5 innings. In his first 2 starts, just got lit up in Arizona, but you kind of give him a pass because it's at Arizona there, and he's still a young pitcher. But I think he rebounds nicely against the Royals this Sunday at home.
Oh, yeah, the Royals. Okay, I mean, oh, at home too. Yeah,
At home against the Royals, I think.
uh,
Since
that
the Royals' big bats are left-handed in that part, uh, it's kind of middle of the pack for right-handed power and toward the bottom in terms of left-handed power. So
So, hang on, you don't want Lugo?
Lugo. I mean,
just coming off
I
an
feel
injury, I think I'd like to see a start before I jump out at him.
It's the Braves.
Yeah, but what he did last year was a bit of a mirage.
You think? I mean, we don't know
his FIP
that.
was like 2 runs higher than his ERA.
Oh.
and besides, it seems like Kansas City's doing worse than Atlanta offensively.
Yeah, that's
this
true.
year.
I mean, Seth Lugo, yeah, he had a.
But, I mean, yeah.
That's not right.
Yeah, Kansas City's besides San Diego. I feel like Kansas City is like might be one of the worst offenses.
At least for this weekend, I think it's the Nelson Lamet who's the most interesting
Yeah,
of this
I
group.
might go with so the Nelson Lamet's first.
And then I would probably go
Second.
Lugo and then Han. Han also coming back from an injury, but I kind of think this is like a 4 or 5 run game for him.
Also, do we want to...
Yeah.
Because Tampa
Yeah.
Bay strikes out a lot, but Han really isn't a strikeout pitcher. That would be what would clue me in. Also, we can go
Yeah.
back and look at last week's.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
So we had
Alright,
two
so
guys.
Erasmo-
So there were 2 guys that were great, and 1 guy that was awful. And so of course, Alok picked up the guy that was awful.
Wait, who'd I pick?
You picked up Erasmo Ramirez against Seattle, who just kind of blew up.
Oh,
But Tyler
yeah.
Chatwood at San Diego. Tyler Chatwood on the road.
He was pretty good.
8 innings, 1 run. Ariel Miranda, 9 innings, 1 run. Erasmo Ramirez. Well, we don't talk about that for Alok's sake, but
Who did we pick?
I think we went with Chatwood number 1, and then for Miranda and Ramirez, we were kind of split.
I mean, in fairness, I wanted to go with Miranda, but I think
Yeah,
Jack
someone
picked
picked
him
him
up
up.
before I did.
So
Yeah,
both
he
guys
was
were
the
picked up
last-
before you went after. I think
Yeah.
actually no. I think you got Ramirez before I got Chatwood.
No, you got Chapman before.
Did I? Okay, Ramirez
That-
gave up 4
yeah,
runs
I
and
saw.
4 2/3 with 7 hits. So yeah,
Sad day.
Alok didn't do too well last week, but such happens.
It was a sad day.
If that's it, we'll move on to the second half. Anything else you guys want to add?
Stay in school.
Stay in school. All right, let's move on. Hyatt, you still there?
Mm-hmm.
That's a no. Alok, talk about politics.
I know.
Hyatt, you're there.
Hi.
Hello.
All right, Hyatt. Thanks for waiting patiently. Do you have? So yeah, I'll give you the floor.
Oh, we're starting it now?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what Hyatt.
Okay.
Do your thing, man.
I don't think you ever said that.
I did. Yeah.
Not a chance you
You
said
rewind.
that.
You can rewind it. It's there.
Anyway. So, yeah, net neutrality. It's a pretty important thing right now going on, especially since Tom Wheeler was replaced as the FCC chairman. So basically, I'm just gonna ask people, do people here know what net neutrality is? Sort of? No, not really? Okay. Yeah, so just for the viewers who might not quite know what it is, it's basically if the internet is like a bunch of highways and each highway leads to a site from your home, which is your computer. There are speed limits, but generally all the highways just let you go where you want, and they don't charge you for the money, uh, unless you're going through a toll, but that's different. So what net neutrality is, it's saying, hey, you can't charge people money for using the highways, and you can't charge the factories at the end of the highways or the websites to pay money for prioritize. Basically, if right now companies can't say, for example, build faster highways and then deny service of that to people who can't afford it. But well, and then so currently internet ISPs trying to argue they can do their jobs better if we remove net neutrality and allow them to build super information highways where it will be faster, and then you pay basically a price to be on that, which is to be on that. So like Netflix and Amazon and whatnot, or would have to pay the ISP a fee to be to have traffic to their website sped up. In reality, what that would basically work out to is the normal speed that we're used to right now will become the super speed. I'm making air quotes, but you can't see it. Super speed that they charge you for, and then they would slow down whichever website that doesn't pay. And we can see examples of this already happening. Like I think it was AT&T or Comcast that purposely slowed down Netflix while having a there was a Comcast had slowed down Netflix while having a negotiating issue. Or there was that time, I think, in Verizon and whatnot, or an ISP came out with their own money paying app. So they decided to make access or block access to all other ones, like the Apple Pay stuff, the stuff you use on your phone to basically make your phone act as a credit card. So companies basically in the past they decided to just block other companies' alternatives that were already out there in order to promote their own, which, as you can imagine, is pretty bad idea for us, the consumers, especially considering a lot of ISPs are already in monopolies, and so they already can control however much whatever the hell they want because you have so few choices. And so net neutrality is really important because it basically ensures that, hey, you can't the ISPs can't slow down access to, say, Fox News or CNN or your favorite streaming website just because they didn't pay or that you didn't pay to be able to access all of that. And so net neutrality and thanks to Tom Wheeler, who had classified ISPs under Title II, the ISPs currently can't do that kind of stuff, which is pretty bad for us. But now that the administration has changed, Tom Wheeler has been replaced by a guy named Ajit Pai, and you might have seen him, maybe not. He is he wants to remove ISPs from Title II and get rid of net neutrality, and he's doing so by directly misrepresenting facts and outright lying about some aspects of net neutrality in order to pretend like net neutrality is government regulations that's somehow killing off the ISPs, which is just blatantly not true. He also has a giant Reese's mug, which he loves to let everybody know. And so basically, if you see people, like, you can look up net neutrality terms on your own, but what Ajit Pai and like Verizon, AT&T, Comcast, whatever, are all trying to say is, hey, we can do our jobs better if we're off net neutrality, which is just blatantly false because net neutrality doesn't stop them from establishing better lines if they want to. It just stops them from unfairly dividing websites into based on whoever's paying them or whoever's nice to them, and then screwing you, the consumer, over. And that's basically my 2 cents on net neutrality. Questions, I guess?
Yeah, we don't really do questions.
Yeah. And yeah.
I mean, no, I didn't have any questions. If that's what you're asking.
Yeah. But yeah, write your senator, talk to your talk to your representatives, do some research about, because honestly, this isn't really a political issue. It's a pretty important issue, I think, for everyone involved. Everyone, since everyone uses the internet nowadays. I'm sure you wouldn't want like random, just because your internet service provider decides, hey, I don't like this website, we're going to slow it down, that you suddenly can't access your good recipes or upload photos or watch your favorite shows.
That makes sense.
Does indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Is there a limit to how long I have to keep talking, or?
if you have anything else you want to add.
Eh.
Otherwise, Luke, Jake, anything you want to add?
No.
No, I think I'm good.
I'm good too.
Shorter show this week, but that's fine since last week was so long. If that's it, Hyatt, thank you for coming on.
All right.
We'll be
Thank
sure
you
to
for
have you
inviting
on
me.
some other time. We'll work that out. If that's it, thank you everyone for watching, and we'll be back next week.